Hello dearies, welcome to the craft kitchen. So for today's video for ABC April 2025, hosted by Tony at Crafty by Tony and Margaret at 7 Plaza, I decided let's just make a craft with me. It's the 28th of April, so it's letter X, and on the prompt list it just says wildcard, do whatever. So typically Margaret, do whatever. So I thought, well, I absolutely need a new door sign. So yeah, I'm gonna be using Margaret's new digital. So I totally need a new door sign. To inform my family, I'm recording a video, please do not disturb. After telling them, of course. And I wasn't sure how to make this very clear. And then Margaret came out with this digital kit. Vintage photo. I so love it. This is just great. I printed this on an overhead transparency sheet, and I'm gonna be making at least a door hanger, because this didn't help. I made this about 2 years ago just to warn my family when I'm making soap in here. Well, when I told them I'm making soap, they didn't come in, because I guess they considered it to be too dangerous. No, my kitchen didn't explode at any point. Yeah, but when I'm filming, yeah, the craft kitchen is actually a kitchen. So it's a spare kitchen in our double flat. And we made this into my own room. But yeah, I guess being a stay-at-home mom, wife, and mother-in-law made me sort of accountable at all times. Something I didn't know of. So yeah, whenever I go to the craft kitchen and tell everybody I am recording a video and press record on my camera, it doesn't take long, and for sure someone has to discuss a very important matter. So I'm trying to make this differently. So this door hanger, I guess I'm going to be using those two for the door hanger. So far I have no idea where this is going to go. I have of course a basic idea in my mind, but other than that, yeah, let's see what will happen. So I grabbed some essential things I actually want to have on my door hanger. So this photograph, oh my gosh, I really like it. I cut out of my favorite magazine, Daphne's Diary, quite a while ago, and I scanned it because actually I don't want to let go of this. See, that's my problem. Having originals, I just hold on to these pictures and documents and whatnot. So using digitals is the better option for me, because otherwise our entire flat would be filled with, yeah, photographs, ephemera, vintage, antique, everything. So digitals are a nice thing to have. So yeah, I scanned this picture and printed it. I can do this because it's only for me. I'm not going to sell this. Copyright, guys. And he is just the cutest. I'm gonna be using him for sure. I don't know if you can see this. I purchased a digital kit from Wildflower Publishing quite a while ago. Fuzzy cut people and cabinet cards. I will link her shop down below. And honestly, I actually bought the digital kit because of him. He is really the cutest. And yeah, to back him, I just grabbed a piece of scrap paper, tea-dyed paper. Then of course, yeah, my transparency sheet. And this is just the backing of a notepad. So, yeah, a bit more sturdy cardboard, a cardstock, sorry, and these grunge steampunk scrapbook paper I got for my birthday 2 years ago. And yeah, there again, they're originals. I haven't used them yet because I consider them to be quite precious. And really, it's only an Amazon design. I guess you can buy this at any time. I'm trying to find it. But yeah, today I'm going to be using one of those sheets to back my cardstock. Then I do have these wooden stamps here, these letter and number stamps, because I need something for him to stare at. So it will be probably the words keep out again next try. I'm also going to show you how to use them more easily. And then I do have Distress Oxides, Vintage Photo and Walnut Stain. I grabbed both because sometimes Vintage Photo, depends on the paper you're using, just turns out quite yellow. And I don't know, yeah, well, yellow might be okay with these design papers. I have no idea. So yeah, just two options for this. And I guess for stamping, I will have to decide when we're there. So first I'm going to cover my sheet with, yeah, let's see. I guess it really will be this first page. So I managed to make sort of a door hanger shape, just eyeballing, I guess I managed quite good. This looks a bit off because I actually glued my paper about 1.5 millimeters from the edge. I don't know. Please, no questions. And I figured I'm definitely not going to cover the top of this frame sheet, because this guy and the clock in the background and then the words keep out here, I guess this will look just awesome. So I don't know. First I'm going to cut this picture down a bit so it fits in here. This is too bad. I don't want her on the right side like him. But then I'm going to cover the gear. I guess I do have a gear die cut somewhere. Now, so much for this part. Now I have to decide if I want to stamp my keep out right here, or maybe make sort of a layered label on top. But I guess when I do it like this, let's see, where are my stamps? I guess I only have the space. Oh, letter X just fell out. I only will have space enough for 3 letters here. I know this is wrong, but we're getting there. Nonsense, I need a P. There you are. No, this won't fit. Maybe this way. Oh, barely. Let's see. So this is definitely not wide enough. Oh, it's see-through. I can peek. No. This way around. Oh, you know what? I do have a misprint. Where is it? I forgot to turn off borderless. And yeah, since my paper, my transparency sheets do have this paper strip here with the direction to put it into the printer on it. yeah, borderless wasn't a good idea. Also, it cut off a bit of the frame here, but now, of course, they are. See? So I can use one of those. Yeah, this will be cut off, or you know what, I'm just going to color this with vintage photo. I guess this will do. Oh yes, this is just great. So I guess I'm going to be starting inking this with vintage photo oxide, because this is a bit lighter. Well, it's much lighter than the ink, and I guess no, it's too yellow, so we're going to be using the ink for this. I hope I can recolor this. See, can this get any darker here? Oh, that's a bit better. Well, maybe a bit more, but it has to be more red, right? Well, I guess that'll do. It has to do, because otherwise I would have to print out another sort of misprint. Because yeah, in this size it doesn't fit on the sheet because yeah, of the paper strip here. So now let's see. Here they are. This should fit. It does. Barely, but it does. So this is nearly square, so it doesn't matter which way around I put my stamps. So I told you I'm going to show you how to make this a bit more like organized, and for this I will need masking tape. I did this for my father-in-law's Christmas gift because he has quite a long name, and I knew if I'm going to stamp his name letter by letter, it will all look very crooked. I personally like this also with long words or many words or whatever, but you know, not everyone is into my style, so I had to figure out something. So I just put this into a block and held it together with masking tape. So, and I know I do have one wrong letter here. That doesn't matter, because this is just sort of a placeholder. And I'm gonna be using, if I can find it, StazOn ink for this, because I don't have archival ink, Ranger archival ink. I guess on this transparency sheet I also could use pigment ink, so VersaFine Clair, but I don't want to go too far with my experimenting here. So let's see. Now we need a strip of washi tape, preferably a small strip like this, 10 millimeter. Just placing this over my placeholder like so. This way around, inking my stamp. Inking my stamp, I said. Like this. Take this off, and where am I? I guess I can line this up here somehow. Or, you know what? I don't want these words straight, or do I? It's quite difficult to decide this. So let's stamp the word right here. I'm trying not to press too hard, because on transparency ink stays on also, will smear quite easily. Let's see. Perfect. So yeah, we do have the let's say cap, so like this. I'm going to take this apart. Verdammt. I could have used it again. And now I'm just stamping this E right here, because my letters are off anyway. I don't know if you can see this. The P is up too high, so I don't mind if this is a bit crooked, and therefore I'm going to stamp this really crooked. There you go. Maybe this is slippery. Yes, I love it. So do we have something, or do we want something down here? Do I have a skull? Let's see. Maybe I can find some really weird stamp for this, or not so nice. I'm going to place them there because I have, oh, I can show you how to clean them. Yes, 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 I do have some alcohol here. Of course, I don't have some paper towel left. Now let's prepare the desk stash. Just cutting them into two, the big sheets into four, like this. And I already have 3 of them here at my desk. So, and what I do now is really, really simple. You could spray your paper towel with alcohol. What I'm going to do is just spray my stamps and just rub them off. There. Good thing is I do have a line here where I glued these papers next to each other, and I can just align my frame with this paper over and over again, with the line on the paper over and over again. This is just great. So if I place this here, oh, I will need something in the background, I guess. Let me think about this. Let's see. Is it going to be a third piece of this? I think so. Now, this turned into quite a mixed media attack, but I'm very happy with how this turned out. Well, I have the feeling something is missing here, but I can't, as well as here, I can't point my finger on it. I would like to add a bit of hardware, but you know, when you hang this to your doorknob, in our case it's more of a door handle, you know, the ones you push down, you won't see this and this, maybe the tiniest bit. I really like it. I added some, yeah, sort of shadows with an acrylic marker there to the keep out, so it is more readable. So let's see if this one will be more visible than this one. I mean, we do have white, bright white doors, so I guess, yeah, this busy one will be very visible. But actually I told my husband already, if this doesn't help, maybe we just need sort of these studio recording lights. You know, these red blinking lights, attention, recording, like this. Yeah, I guess blinking is a good idea, so it can't be overseen. Dearies, thanks for watching. And if you liked my very chaotic craft with me video, or if not, please let me know in the comments, because you know, feedback is really important, because otherwise I go on making my videos like I did before, although I have to say I enjoyed making this video. Well, the battery of my camera was low now and then, but I enjoyed it. So dearies, I hope, sincerely hope, to see you next time. And please, please, please give me some feedback. And of course, as always, stay creative and be excellent to each other. Bye!